present. No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Alright.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. It turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left. A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Wow.
A mobile phone? Yeah.
Not sure what the goal is exactly.
I have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work.
To get to a confession, we have some...
It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. No. I'm not sure what Strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful. I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us, there's always been pressure.
Don't poison the kids, that's funny. She poisoned her parents.
Well, there you go.
Maybe.
How many kids? Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
The hell?
We couldn't afford
What did that to be showing there?
Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came.
Yeah, I think it's about there.
Nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
Maybe they are different people, because that too doesn't make sense. Not to be there.
Mum and dad never knew what was going on.
The permanent
Got so
tattoo?
good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Oh, that's it, 5. Okay. Craft.
Sure, yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Helpful. It's 94, right? So mobiles were kinda new then. I got my first one in 98, so yeah. Ah. Fuck you. At this. Yeah, the tattoo is rather
You got
obvious.
me, got me. I'll confess. We were there.
So that's 1.
It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
That, who knows? Hmm. One. Does she only get the tattoo on the first? I think she had it before. Only see it on the first, I think.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring. I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do, to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's
Dead.
Can you imagine? I tried. I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different. Ask the hospital.
Yeah, did we ask the hospital?
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital?
Apparently not. Ah. God damn.
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaziers. No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier who doesn't have much money. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets. We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flick between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut.
Again with
Eagle
Rapunzel.
plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind, but she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Alright.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again?
Card.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bad back. You know. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Back pocket wallet is so big it causes back issues. That sounds a bit extreme.
I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license.
A ticket.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting...
Yeah.
He has a wallet. A huge...
Yep. Else.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing in the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
All right.
About 8 years back, it was a present to myself.
What?
I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Talking about the tattoo because that's not 8 years. Doesn't have it previously. Did she say when? Got the tattoo?
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Oh. I think so. Well, that's strange. Alright, I need to find another way. Mirror. Yeah. Oh, really? I thought that was a murder weapon. That doesn't work. Well, crap. I'm missing something. I'm not sure what. Yeah. 6.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life?
Apparently
Isn't that
so.
private? Are you married? How is your sex life?
Expensive.
So, our sex life is probably
Yes, it doesn't have the-
average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Tattoo. Previous day.
No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Alright. So that solves the tattoo problem. 9.